Hello guys, welcome back to the channel again. Today I want to talk about something to do with owning World War II vehicles, or any old classic vehicle really, that is something that I really enjoy. And that's when you're doing them up, finding all the little bits that are wrong and correcting them. So today we're going to have a couple of jobs that need doing, like this little bracket here which you saw me restore recently, and another bracket. We're going to fit them to our Jeep, but just show you that it's not all about big gearbox rebuilds and stuff like that. There's hundreds of little jobs like this what you can enjoy doing to make your vehicle more correct. Right guys, so let's get straight on with it then. If you see in here, you know we're doing the rewire at the moment, and you see in here behind where the speedo would be, there is a little bracket that sits down there. If I zoom in very slowly for you, and you see that square hole there, that's where our bracket with the circuit breakers go. So the first thing we're going to do today is pop that back in there. In hindsight, I probably should have done this before I started putting the new ignition wires in, but there you go. It's not too difficult, just a bit fiddly. So you can see we've got the nut just loosely on. I'll get that put in. Check we're going the right way. There you go. So now you've got one more little bit that was missing from this Jeep, what it should have had, that's been put back in, and it's an original part that's been restored from what was essentially a rusty piece of scrap metal. And little jobs like that, they all build up over time, and eventually you've got yourself a really nice little vehicle. So now we've got our bracket installed and we've got the circuit breakers ready for what I'll need when I'm doing my rewire. As one of them circuit breakers is for the horn and the other one is for the fuel gauge. And there you have the view through the hole that the speedo sits in. So we've got a nice clean bracket in there now. So that's the first job done. Now something a little bit more interesting, because this one's probably going to make me look like an idiot when I'm trying to do it. So what we've got here is a little bracket that sits on the back of the Jeep, and the jerry can strap goes through this. That's just like a support bracket. Now mine has had this missing for God knows how many decades, but the original holes are still there. You can see where they've been welded in. So if you look at this back panel here with all of its mess and bodgy welds, you can see that we've got a weld here and here, and then here and here, and they should be the original holes for that bracket. If I just grab the bracket, a quick line up, I can show you there that is definitely the original holes. So we'll get them drilled back out. Now because they're welded, they're going to be a pain in the ass, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill these two from the inside, fit the bracket on the back, and then mark it and drill these two from the outside, because drilling these from this side would be a nightmare, whereas the other side of the Jeep, the back end is flat, so that'll be easier to drill. Let's just get this jerry can out of the way that someone's inconveniently put here. Oh, I hate these brackets so much. Come on, there you go. Right, full disclosure guys, I am bad, and I mean really bad, at drilling holes. So if this goes completely tits up, do not be surprised, especially when they're in an awkward position like this one is. Just get myself a little pilot hole. So one of the issues we've got here is that we're drilling into weld, and weld is seriously hard. If this was just the steel, that would be easy. Right, now I don't think that hole will be quite big enough. If I grab one of the bolts, we'll find out. Yeah, that's expected. So now I'll put a slightly bigger bit in and finish it off. Bingo. Okay then, we've got the first two holes drilled. The second one's a complete arse and cost me a little drill bit when I was trying to do the piloting hole. Either way, they're pretty much where they should be now. So I'm going to fit the bracket to it from the other side and then drill the bottom ones out from the outside. Right, so first I'm going to make myself a little centre hole with a punch. Now I'm going to start the hull with the smaller bit again. That should be enough. Then we're going to go up to this size and we're going to drill the majority of the hole out, and this will probably get messy. So you can see what I mean about the weld being hard. Oh, Jesus Christ. As you can see guys, even a little job like this can turn into a pain in the arse. That big blob of weld is really killing me here. But I can actually see a little hole now, so we're getting there. So let's continue with the never-ending drill hole. Here we are, we're getting through now. So you can see here now we've drilled through and you see the remains of that big blob of weld. So I'm going to have to cut that off with a little grinder or just chisel it off or something like that. But anyway, I'll get on with the second hole now, and I think I'll do that and then get back to you. And here we are then. After all that hassle with that third bolt hole being a complete pain in the arse, the fourth one wasn't actually too bad. So you can see now we've got all of the hardware in, the brackets fitted how it should be. And we can tick that off as another little item that the Jeep was missing that has now been returned to it. Okay then, so that's it for today's video. I just thought I'd share that with you. Little jobs like this, return small parts that are missing from original vehicles, that's just a nice thing to do, something I really enjoy. Even when like fitting that bracket, small jobs that should take 5 minutes turn into a complete pain in the arse and take about an hour and a half. It's all part of owning these old vehicles, and if you want to do them up and display them, and you want to have them looking as close to original as you can feasibly do it with whatever tools you have, then I find this is one of the really nice ways to do it. And I've added hundreds of pieces to this Jeep, small little things that were missing. I'll see if I can find some photos of this Jeep before I started restoring it, so you can see exactly how much that's actually changed. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.